Hey guys, Mecha-san here, and it's time for a death battle! And I'm behind on these things here actually because right now, the next death battle already premiered. So let's catch up here. We start the season off rather safe and easy here with a Marvel versus DC matchup. Yeah, can't get any more obvious than that. It's Ant-Man versus the Atom. Okay, I remember in the in some like old continuity of Marvel that there was a limit to how much Ant-Man can shrink. But that's changed with the MCU and all that stuff. So, or maybe since actually, no, since recent comics have had so he can go a lot, literally subatomic and even smaller. Fine by me. Okay, let's just see. And Adam, yeah, I don't know much about Adam. Other than like when he premiered in Justice League Unlimited. Alright, watching this on Rooster Teeth's website, which means we're gonna have issues like this right here. What the fuck? I literally just refreshed this page, paused it, and this is what happens. Okay.
Ant-Man, Marvel's founding member of the Avengers.
The Atom, DC's legendary Mighty Might.
Mighty Might.
Come in small packages.
Oh, big things.
The harder they fall.
We're just trying to get these out of the way.
Yeah, good. Oh, Unattracted Kids.
And it's our job to analyze their
Anyone ever saw this TV series?
find out who would win.
Yeah, there was a TV series. It was fun.
Did you know that ants can lift 50 times their own body weight? That'd be like if you lifted a car straight over your head.
I did, thanks to my fun fact of the day calendar. Also, Hawaiian pizza was invented in Canada yesterday.
Well, I bet your calendar
Really? Okay.
that Dr. Henry Pym, aka Hank, was considered a genius at a very early age.
Wow.
By 3 years old, doctors declared that he was smarter than both his parents combined.
He eventually majored in biochemistry and became one of the most successful.
Biochemistry, cybernetic minor.
He had
No.
big ideas about shrinking the size of
Cybernetic minor. That explains robot.
logistics.
All of which made him a laughing stock in the scientific community and sparked a long-lasting insecurity and need to prove himself.
Oh shit.
He did it. He developed a working serum. He went from laughing stock to Christmas stocking. The much better stock, right behind Bean and Live.
So, naturally, he tested the serum on himself, like any
Ooh.
self-respecting scientist would, and shrank down to the size of an ant.
And just when things started going south, a sweet little ant, let's call her Aunt Hathaway,
Aunt
swung in and
Hathaway.
safely back to his lab where
Aw.
he returned to full size.
Aww,
Harnessed
that's
the serum
nice.
and became the superhero Ant-Man. Along with his new identity came a fascination in entomology, which makes total sense. Ants are fascinating.
Did you know that ants can talk to each other in a bunch of different ways?
Huh.
Touch, sound, or even sharing information by barfing at each other.
It's actually called trophallaxis. And they're not
Trophallaxis.
barfing, per se. It's more like
Per se.
passing food mouth to mouth.
Gross.
Yeah.
How to communicate with his new pets. Not by barfing, but by creating a cybernetic helmet that mirrors an ant's antenna. And he's even developed genuine relationships with some ants.
Really?
Ulysses says ant here.
Our
A
Anthony.
lot of amazing tech like a stinger pistol that focuses his bioenergy into a
Portable
stun beam
pin pocket
and
holes, yeah.
image-inducing camouflage to mask himself as an ant. It worked so well it fooled Reed Richards, the smartest guy on the planet.
So built a suit that runs
Hank
on
Pym.
that nifty serum he made back in his lab. It lets him shrink thanks to the newly discovered Pym particles, named after himself.
Of course.
Classic Hank.
And the
Of course,
is
people,
the key to
when you
unlocking
just
the
make
fundamental
something,
concept
found something, you name after yourself.
at play here. They enable you to decrease the distance between atoms. However, in order to do that, he'd have to change the Bohr radius, the ratio of electron mass to the distance the electrons orbit an atom's nucleus.
Well, of course. Like how when you make a bagel pizza, you can't fit the whole pizza on the bagel. Believe me, I've tried.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you just gotta put less on.
Sure, Boomstick. So the Pym particles are actually displacing mass to an alternate dimension in order to maintain that ratio.
Oh, it's like having a second bagel to put the rest of your pizza on. I get it.
But if that were true, he shouldn't be able to punch with full-size strength if he has less mass.
definitely lighter, because otherwise he'd crush the sweet ants he rides, like Vincent Van Gogh here.
Vincent, go.
Replaced with massless neutrinos, but that doesn't adequately explain mass and seemingly more mass.
Here we go.
at the same time.
Where's it going?
Because we
What the?
trust him and his particles. Look at the guy. He's explaining the whole thing while wearing a lab coat. What's more trustworthy than that? You're the exception.
You think you
You're the exception.
Of course.
You understand?
Well, it's wrong. You said something about a boar, so I guess you wanted ham on that pizza, but I already made the pizza.
Will you take that coat off?
Yeah. No. Take the glass off at least.
No limit to Hank's ability to shrink. He can go beyond subatomic, down to the underspace, a plane of existence below all realities in the Marvel Universe.
And Hank has literally changed his biology. He's rewritten his own chemical makeup to prevent anyone else from changing his size. And he's using PIM particles so much, he's now got an energy field around him that lets him change the size of people or objects on the fly.
Really?
By straight up firing PIM particles in the air.
I'll be damned. That makes sense.
Either. He eventually supplied his wife, Janet Van Dyne, with some PIM tech to become the Wasp, his partner in crime fighting.
The two ended up rubbing shoulders with A-listers like
yeah, but wasn't, Hank, wife beater?
the ones that captured him and pitched the idea of forming the Avengers.
Unfortunately, Hank's insecurities started to creep back in, and he felt that if he wanted to keep up with the big heroes, he was going to have to think bigger.
Enter a bunch of those PIM-powered alter egos like Yellow Jacket and Giant Man, where he can grow anywhere from 12 feet tall to so big he can enter the overspace, the polar opposite of the underspace.
And he also met, Eternity.
Called him Earth
So I remember this comic.
something he won't let you forget.
Hank pushed himself to these insane heights, even though he knew the strain on his body could be fatal.
But he simply didn't care and kept pushing himself. Thus, his greatest and worst creation was born.
Yeah, Ultron.
Yep, all the Tin Man Tron was created by Hank, not Tony like the movies. But the mass murder butt thing turned out pretty much the same. Big swing and a miss there.
The fall
Yeah, pretty much.
left Hank in a bad place, to say the least. His guilt made him feel like an utter failure, and that his best work was behind him. This led Hank to do unspeakable things.
A
Yeah,
real
what-
life move. And even though poor mental health doesn't excuse this behavior, it was clear that Hank needed help. He suffered multiple mental breakdowns, endured the physical toll of the PIM particles, and had bipolar disorder.
Bipolar, wow.
For years.
Wow.
Hank finally did the best thing he could. He acknowledged his problems, got the help he needed, and committed to self-improvement.
And with that help, Hank slowly started making things right.
From the new Avengers game, I didn't get that far.
His blessing to become the second Ant-Man.
Godland, yeah?
Defeated Ultron.
He
I hate
created
you.
a
Well, I hate
background
you, too.
infiltration code to defeat Ultron that was so advanced it went on to replicate and evolve all on its own to create a new species made up of artificial intelligence.
They don't call
Of course they
it
did.
out of modern AI for nothing. Hank has showed over and over again that he's an integral part of the Marvel Universe.
Not just by ways of his scientific contributions or victories in battle, but by proving that heroes come in all shapes and sizes.
Ray
All right.
Palmer was born your average human-sized person.
Human-sized
Grew up
person,
in the
okay?
Northeast, studied physics
Ray
at
Palmer,
UC,
yes, PD in physics,
and did
notes.
everything Mama and Papa Palmer told him to do.
Okay.
Probably.
Everything was pretty typical for Ray until one fateful night when he took a walk
Motion comic.
off a frustrating experiment and saw a meteor fall from the sky.
He ran
Oh,
off in a
boy.
crash and found himself a life-changing piece of a white dwarf star. And
White
immediately
dwarf?
started messing around with it.
Of course.
Who wouldn't?
Yeah, White Dwarf Star.
He focused ultraviolet rays through it and shrink inanimate objects. There was just one problem. When he shrunk things, they exploded.
Ooh.
Every time.
I do not see the problem. Sounds like he found a
Good.
foolproof way of blowing stuff up.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Ray was determined to figure out how to shrink objects without blowing them up. But
Fair enough.
He went on a hike with his nature club. And as a fellow scientist,
Nature club?
I have to question his priorities.
It seems to work for
And we gotta have a calming hobby.
Thanks for different mics. Am I
Besides, look at he went on a walk and he found the White Dwarf Star. So
Everyone inside. After searching high and low for another exit, Ray found a small opening and had an idea. He could try to shrink himself down and get help, even if it meant he might explode before he got the chance.
But he didn't explode. I hope this story has a happy ending at least.
Yeah.
Ray determined there must have been something special about him that made him uniquely immune to the explosive fate. something super scientifically convenient.
Yeah, he looks creepy.
Information on.
So
The
he
window
got
ga-
to work and
Nope.
created himself a suit to harness the power of the White Dwarf star and became the Atom.
Adam uses the white dwarf fragment to decrease his
Drinking,
size while having
maturation.
control over his density, which makes a lot of sense considering that white dwarfs have the mass of a star, like
Yeah.
the sun. But their volume is more like the Earth's, making them among the densest objects in space.
Just a teaspoon of the stuff could weigh up to 100 tons. That's one strong spoon.
When Adam shrinks and shifts his weight, he's actually sending his extra mass to a dimension called the mass zone.
Where Adam could maybe live forever. At one point, Ray's apprentice Ryan Choi was murdered by Deathstroke, but
Oof.
willed some of his mass to the mass zone and was able to survive
Willed.
the dimension.
Okay.
So these guys can potentially cheat death, but would be stuck there without any outside help.
Yeah, there's always gotta be something of a,
The all-new Chevy
God
Silverado
damn it!
is made for more. Bring more.
Yeah, there always has to be some sort of catch. Even in DC, where everything's all happy, joy, well, for the most part. There have been some.
Fighting bugs.
There are some Marvel-esque situations in DC, especially like I keep looking at John Constantine. Comparing to say his name, Constantine, and he's basically like that, a Marvel character in the DC universe. Oh boy, so yeah, he found a piece of a white dwarf star. How the heck did he move it?
This necklace is
Oh, for God's sake. This is by far the most egregious form of forcing us to become a first member ever. It's like, what the heck has HBO done for you guys? Or
Most
whatever.
impressive is Ray's creation of the Bio Belt. That's what allows Adam to
Bio
use the
Belt,
power of the white
suit
dwarf
made up of
shrink
white
while
dwarf star.
maintaining any weight from immaterial to his full 180 pounds. There's even been times where it's stated that he was able to become almost as dense as a white dwarf star itself for a few seconds.
Oof.
The belt is also how he can travel through phone lines or through the air.
You travel through
Or its
phone
light
line?
beams. Over
Really?
time, Ray has spread out the white dwarf power to other parts of his suit, and now the bio belt acts as a utility belt for his shrunken weapons and tech. It also prevents his size or mass from being altered by any outside forces.
And while he can only increase his size back to his natural 6 feet in height, his ability to shrink is near limitless. He can travel between subatomic space to the microverse, the foundation of all reality in the DC universe, where atoms become the size of planets.
Typically, he can increase back to his normal size with such force he can smash through diamonds. So if
Wow.
Adam increases his size too much while still within the microverse, he could blow up the entire fabric of reality from the inside out.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Size means that he can shrink small enough to rearrange atoms themselves.
Yep, Ray can
You
take
can make
individual molecules and rapidly expand them to cook up a small nuclear blast.
Or make elements. You can synthesize whole elements and stuff like that.
Palmer. I just got that.
Ray Palmer.
Also once disarmed a bomb by rearranging its atoms. At that size, he can move at the velocity of light. So fast and so randomly, he basically acted as a barrier between any and all possible atom combinations. But come on, there's no scientific explanation here for him to have superhuman senses or awareness to comprehend being everywhere at the same time.
Ah, it makes total sense. If you're
Really?
you can fit in almost everything, everywhere, all at once. Like how you can fit an entire pizza into a calzone, and then you have a whole pizza everywhere.
It's like,
past the calzone.
with his confused right here.
Get it? Science is pizza.
The pizza.
This is all I have. Why are you doing this?
Yeah, you
Contact
poor
with
guy.
amazing
He's having a crisis moment.
He's also got some more classic weapons, like a laser blaster and a freaking sword he used to fight a giant crocodile. Relative to his size.
That was
What
when
is
Ray
his
was
size?
believed to be dead, but was actually just 6 inches tall and stranded in the Amazon rainforest, where he encountered an
Ooh.
alien race known as the Catarthans.
And get
Alien race, really?
leading a rebellion against their tyrant king and became the ruler of all the Kardashians.
Kardashians.
Didn't stop there.
So,
Was a very
I remember the Mega Gargantuans from Rick and Morty.
Justice League of America shortly after it was formed.
He fought alongside Batman and his best bud, Hawkman. And you don't fight with those guys without picking up a thing or two.
He knows judo and is a little
His
gymnast.
greatest contribution to the legendary team was always his incredible mind.
He once created kryptonite inside of Superman by realizing
What?
that if he gathered up enough Kryptonian protons, they would eventually become radioactive.
While stranded in limbo, Adam realized that if the Flash sped up the rate of a nuclear reaction's stellar evolution to exhaust its core, they could turn a fire demon into a black hole and use it as a wormhole to get back to Earth.
What?
A brilliant, hard-working, determined scientist that never stops working on a problem until he's...
Okay, these writers here, well, how do they come up with this stuff?
Blow stuff up as well as he did, I would have stopped right there. I'm the hero that blows stuff up. Wouldn't even need to change my name.
Ray Palmer lived the
Yeah,
dream,
boomstick.
from research scientist to legendary superhero. He picked up the pieces presented to him and built something greater than the sum of its parts.
Who knew this tiny titan with massive brains would have just as much brawn to back it up?
Yeah, I feel like...
All right, the combatants are set. We've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
Ray can't become big, of course. He can only go small and change back to his default size. Okay, neither of them can alter one another's size. Pretty much made it quite clear. I mean, yeah, Hank has the ability, because of his overexposure pimp particle, generates it, he can, like, alter things, but they established that Ray, much like Hank, Ray, no outside force can affect Ray in the Atom state. They can't affect the size either. So, yeah. I think Ray's gonna win here. I'm gonna put my bet on Ray, on the Atom. Yeah, the Atom, let's see what's gonna happen.
You should pick on someone your own size, relatively speaking.
How did you do this? It's laced with a particle I've never seen before.
They're called Pym particles, and I'm Hank Pym, Scientist Supreme. You should have knocked.
That is true. Okay, I'm kind of cheering for Hank here now because, yeah, you snuck into his lab. It's like, this is trespassing. Oh. This is breaking and entering and trespassing here. You've done something illegal, Adam. Shame on you.
You're
But
using pieces of a white dwarf star? That's cute.
Everything we needed already existed. You just needed to be smart enough to put the pieces together.
oh,
Supreme?
and lucky enough to find it. I mean, you just found it by luck. But yeah, I still think it's gonna be Adam. There we are.
Know that at any given moment, there are about 2.5 million ants under your feet.
I mean, that makes sense, but why are you bringing that up right now?
That's why. Yeah. Oh. There we are.
Long enough?
Took you long enough. That's not gonna work.
Okay, let's try this.
Okay. Subatomic.
I'll hack his belt. You lay low and let me know what you find.
Anthony, that was Anthony? That was Anthony! Anthony!
Search every electron path in his gun and study their probability wave functions. I just might be able to.
Break it up, break it up. The microverse.
What's happening? He must be reaching his limit.
Oh.
Get out of here quick. He's gonna destroy all of reality. Now, my pets. You
Whoa.
have your tricks and your tools, but I created something beyond the limits of human existence. I operate on a scale you can't even comprehend.
Okay, ego much. So it looks like an overspace. That's right. Eternity.
You can't be afraid to think big.
Wow. Wow.
Ant-Man and
I lost. I lost.
Both were able to store various weapons at a shrunken
Smarter, stronger, more durable. Can't control density and size.
ability to shrink at will.
Both of them too.
Though there was one small thing Adam couldn't answer to. The ants. Hank's bond with his pets led to
Yeah, that's true.
some advantages, and Ray just didn't have enough anti-ant tools in his bio belt.
But in Adam's defense, the fact that he could punch with a fist packed with all of his mass meant that a close-up fight, while small, would leave Hank with few options since he can only punch with his normal human strength.
Even still, all Ant-Man would need to do is keep his dissed ants with the help of his insect confidants and devise a plan of ant-tack. Something Ant-Man has
stop
no
that.
shortage of.
For instance, Ant-Man could alter Adam's size thanks to the Pym particle field he generates. Hank would just need to stall long enough to remove or disable Adam's bio belt, and he's had no trouble hacking enemy tech in the past.
But even with the bio belt busted, it wouldn't stop Adam's ability to shrink, since the white dwarf power is contained throughout his suit.
Yeah?
Destroying the belt only meant that Ant-Man could alter Adam's size.
Whereas Hank has literally rewritten his own biology to prevent outside size.
They don't know who Adam did this well.
Abilities are definitely impressive. They are limited, and Ant-Man simply aren't, at least by comparison. Hank could always match Ray's size, or just take the fight to the overspace where he would have the edge, both physically and mentally.
The overspace can mess with the human mind, but we've seen that Hank can handle it.
Oh, yeah.
Scientist Supreme is really so smart. Why didn't he just immediately go up Adam's butt and blow him up from the inside?
Yo.
You whiz. Are
Yeah.
you a fellow man of science?
This is the meanest thing you've ever done to me.
Oh, poor Wiz.
Man, but in the end,
What's
he was the one who had to say uncle.
The winner
What?
is Ant-Man.
Damn, poor Wiz.
Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. We have a new Death Battle releasing every 2 weeks this year. And click the join button.
Every
to
2
get
weeks,
some
wow.
extra content. Planet level members even see Death Battles before anyone else, so don't miss out.
Yeah, this is already out here, so I'll probably watch that. Novakin versus the guy from Dark Souls. Knight Artorias, okay. Damn. First death battle of the season, and I lost. Meanwhile, I can't help but think, when will Eternity and what was the name of essentially the physical like overspace manifestation of the DC universe? You know, those when the crossover happened and the Eternity and her wordlessly fell in love. We get that. But yeah, I do remember when Hank was named the Scientist Supreme. I guess I should have cheered for him, especially when Adam broke into his lab. Wow, dick move. It's like you became the bad guy there in that point, Rick Palmer. Sorry. Oh, but the way he died, like the animation, that is horrifying. And a terrible experience, let me tell you. Whew. Oh boy. So yeah. I love that. Anthony. Oh, Miss Anthony. I love the first Ant-Man movie. Actually made me love an ant. I gotta see Quantumania. I gotta see a lot of the DC movies actually, because yeah. A lot of the Marvel movies stuff like I fell off big time. Heck, yesterday I went to the movie theater. I went to the movie and saw the latest Spider-Verse movie. And after that, and before that, I saw the Super Mario Brothers movie. That's it. Never saw any of the other Marvel stuff like that. But anyhow, yeah. So I'll probably do the next one right off this. I don't know what to say about this next matchup here, because I do not play Elder Scrolls. I do not play Dark Souls. You guys know how I feel about the Souls game if you've seen my Let's Play of Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. Oh boy, it's games like those that really makes me miss the days of Game Shark and cheat codes. So tell me what you all thought about the episode in the comment down below. Like, subscribe for more videos. Till next one, this is Mecha-san, logging out.